everyone, welcome to Nicole's Needlework. My name is Nicole, and this is a podcast about knitting, spinning, and cross-stitching, and sometimes more, but not lately. Anyway, this is episode 5, and show notes can be found at nicolesneedlework.com, and I can be found on Instagram and Ravelry at Nicole's Needlework. Anyway, it's been a couple weeks, so I do have a couple things to share. I do have one finished object, and that is my fine and dandy socks. So I'm very happy with how these turned out. And it is One Twisted Tree in the prime sock fingering weight in the Stop and Smell the Peonies colorway. And the white is just Knit Pick Stroll. So anyway, I just did the Fish Lips Kiss heel instead of the heel they had in there. Like I said before, I was having trouble with the directions, and then I realized I was making it harder than it needed to be. But anyway, I wasn't going to rip it out again. So anyway, those are done, and I'm very happy with them. They're for the Kristen of Wool and Vine Yarns and Yarngasm podcast is doing the Box o' Socks Cal. So that's what this is for. It's basically knit 12 socks in a year and put them in a box. And thought I'd share my box here. This, I think I got it at Joann's or Michael's. So anyway, I love the bright pink. It's just me, black and white, and then bright pink. Because if you notice, I wear a lot of black, but I do love pink too. Anyway. So anyway, here's I've got 3 socks in here now, and I'll soon have 4. So these were done toe up, Fish Lips Kiss heel, and I did a stretchy bind off for the cuff and 2.25 millimeter needles. And I used my Addy sock rockets for these. And so this sock I found in a drawer or found somewhere, and I couldn't remember knitting it, and then I remembered it was my first toe up, first magic loop and Fish Lips Kiss heel sock. And the only thing I did wrong was I didn't do a stretchy bind off, so I couldn't even get my foot in it. And once I did that, they were so comfortable, and I couldn't figure out why I just threw them somewhere. So I had to find the yarn, and it was in a box somewhere, and it is Done Roving Yarns Frolicking Feet. And the colorway is Blue Ridge Bobbies. And so I decided to start, I've got a safety pin here because I was at work and that was the first thing I grabbed. Anyway, so I decided to start the second sock, and these, I assumed they were done on size 1.5. I didn't even do a project page. So I think I'm right that they're 2.5 millimeters. And so that's all I've got so far. And this is my favorite bag, Coffee, Knit, Sleep, Repeat. And I always tell my husband, I say, guess what's missing in there? Work. There's no work in there. Hint, hint. Anyway. So these are going to be my May socks. And I did work on my Pure Joy shawl a little bit. And that is by Joji Locatelli. And that is this asymmetrical shawl, short rows, so it all comes from this end and gets wider. And this is, let me see, this is where I was at last time, right there. So I've done quite a few rows. I'm just started on wedge 5. And these are my Nova Platinas size 6, US 6, 4.5 millimeter. So I'm really loving this. Sorry for the clinking of the needles. I'm really loving this. it's a very mindless and easy knit. And this again is Tosh Merino Light, Madeline Tosh, Tosh Merino Light, and the purple is Composition Book Gray, and the white is Antler. They're both Tosh Merino Light. And then I also worked on, but not too much, my other Joji Locatelli shawl, and that is the 3-color cashmere shawl. And I didn't do too much on this one, not as much as the other. This is where I was, sorry, this is where I was last time, so only a few more stripes, not much at all. I was thinking of finishing the Pure Joy and then getting back to this one. I'm kind of a monogamous knitter. I don't really have a lot on the needles, and I don't work on a lot of different projects at once. But this one is the one where I had the neon pink, and I did find someone to buy it from me, so thank you very much to that person. And I found this pink, which it still looks kind of neon, but it's not. It's just a bright pink, and it looks great with it. And this is Madeline Tosh, Tosh Merino Light, in the Pop Rocks colorway. So, sorry about that. It's really blowing out. Anyway, and this again is Hedgehog Fibers, Skinny Singles, and this is, what is this again? Urchin. It's really bad, sorry. And this is, the black is Graphite. So there's my little, sorry, I don't know why it's blow out so much, but anyway, match my shirt pretty well. Like I said, I love white, black, and pink. So I'm really excited to get this done. So another thing I worked on was my Cozy Memories blanket, and someone took me up on my offer to do a mini skein swap, and her name is Diane, and she lives in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And she sent me, I'll insert a picture here. She sent me, we did a swap of 12 minis, and she sent some tea, a very nice card, and some stitch markers. And I have the stitch markers. They're so cute. Little dragonfly and these little flower shapes. Very pretty. And this is one of her, she very cleverly wound them onto floss bobbins, and since she's a cross stitcher, we're both cross stitchers, she said I could use the bobbins for stitching, which is a great idea. So actually, because of Shannon's Blanket Blitz cowl, Shannon from the Sockcetra podcast is doing the blanket. I'm sorry, my needles keep clanging on my chair. She got me motivated to work on my blanket again. So I've done, I think, 7 squares. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 2 are from Diane, the green and this one. And this is my Stop and Smell the Peonies. And this is my opal socks. And then I did this, probably pink is Lorna's Laces. And this is what I'm in the middle of. And this is Pandora by Vine. And this is from Mermaid Knitting on Etsy. Usually does bundles. She has mini bundles, real mini, like 3.5 grams. And then she'll do larger ones of, I want to say it's about 7 grams. It's about 25 yards. So I usually try and get the larger ones because my blanket usually uses about 5 to 6 grams. And this is also Woolen Vine on the Stellar Banshee. So I'm really happy with how much it's growing. So anyway, that's that. And here's my bag of minis. These I still need to add to my blanket. So these are, you can see, from Diane. So thank you again, Diane. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking me up on the swap. It was a lot of fun to do. So I don't have any spinning, but I do have the giveaway to do. Hold on one second. I gotta go get it. Okay, so this isn't as organized as I wanted it to be. I was gonna write down the numbers and all that, but anyway, here again, sorry for the rustling, is the hand spun, which it's really pretty. Oranges and purples and pinks, greens. It's really pretty. About 566 yards of light fingering to fingering. And I had 13 entries, so I'm going to do my number generator here. See if I can do this. Come on. There we go. And it picked number 1. So that makes it easy. The first person on here is Annie. And Andy says, I would love to win that beautiful homespun. Please enter me. So I'm going to email you, Annie, and get all your information so I can send it out to you. So that's exciting. Very happy it'll go to a good home. So like I said, I don't have any spinning. I didn't work on any spinning this week because thanks to Sue of the Legacy Knits podcast and her Periscope, she says she started a stitching revolution, and she kind of did, because it really got me motivated to work on some stitching. So I have been working on, and it's so funny because I searched all over the house for some cross stitch kits I was looking for, and I mean, I tore the house apart, and I finally found them, and I found this with it. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. And it is Lizzie Kate's, her mystery sampler she did, I think it was in 2014. That's what it looks like. It's a really cute sampler. And since it was a mystery, you got part 1, part 2, and part 3. Well, I finished all of part 1 and then just set it aside like you do. And so part 1 is done. And that's this right here. That's why the words and stuff don't. So then I'm kind of strange in how I stitch, and I always start from the bottom left. I don't know why. That's just always how I've done it. So I finished part 3, which is this bottom part. And now I'm working on part 2. I'm working on filling in the house there. And this is not the linen. It called for, I think it called for 32 count, but I really like just using one strand of thread when I can. So I decided to go with 36 count Vintage Pearled Barley by Lakeside Linens. So anyway, here's the whole thing. And I'm really loving how it's turning out. And it calls for weeks dye work. So I got this at Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And they give you a birthday discount So I got this with my birthday discount. Very pretty colors, very springy. So that was exciting. So that's been really fun to work on. Another project I really want to start is All Creatures Great and Small by Barbara Anna Designs. I'll insert a picture here because this is going to be way too small. But anyway, it's so cute. It looks like an old sampler. It looks like a reproduction sampler, but it's not. It's a new one. And I love samplers, any kind, new, reproduction. And this calls for 40 count vintage mocha. Is that vintage mocha? Let's see. Vintage country mocha from Zweigart. I had 32 count and I was thinking about it, but I'm like, no, it's gonna it'd just be huge. So I decided to go 40 count. And so that should be coming from 123stitch.com. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, Sue, you have really, I think maybe gotten my mojo back for stitching, which I'm really excited about. So the kits I was looking for, and this is Shepherd's Bush design. I completed, gosh, I can't even tell you how long ago it was. But this was part of their Fold series. It was a series of kits, and this is to go on top of a box, and then inside is like a pin cushion and needle roll. Like here's the needle roll. Sorry for the glare. And this little ruler holder. Just really cute. Just, I love Shepherd's Bush. I love what they do. Here's the pin cushion. And these are all, I think, on 32 count. So these would be nice and easy to work on here and there in the future. And that's Shepherd's Bush. This is a full heart kit. It came with the linen threads, buttons, cute little buttons and everything. Speaking of that, in the Lizzie Kate, I wonder if I can find it. It came with some cute buttons and embellishments, little beads, and just really cute. So that kind of adds to the fun of that. So other than that, I think I did get a little stash. I ordered for Mina's Bluebell shawl. I ordered Nicole of Hue Loco. I ordered her yarn choice. So those two colors. Sorry, I had recorded a whole section, or thought I was recording, but I don't think I had pressed record. Anyway, so sorry if the light is different. While I was editing, I realized that I was missing a section. So anyway, the Hue Loco yarn is Outer Space Love and Coltrane, and this is a singles yarn. And it's really pretty. I just love all these, the pinks and the greens, the marine blue. It's just really pretty. So I'm really excited to start this, but I think I'm gonna wait until my other two shawls are done. And I did get some stash at my kind of local yarn store in Georgetown, South Carolina. It's about an hour north of me. It's not a bad drive. It's kind of relaxing and nice just to get away. So anyway, this I got for Tanya's On the Moors with Jane Eyre shawl. She did a mystery, it was a mystery shawl. It's no longer a mystery. And it's like a worsted weight shawl. This is not the yarn that she used, but it's looks similar. Anyway, this is Juniper Moon Farm in Sabine, and this is the it's color number 14. I think it said it was muscadine on the website. So anyway, that was really pretty. I also got some like sport weight sock yarn or sport weight yarn. It could be for socks or a shawl or a scarf, whatever. Anyway, this is KFI, which is Knitting Fever ink, and it is the Indulgence Cashmere color. And I saw this knit up. It was really pretty knit up. So I thought it'd be some fun self-striping socks. It is 437 yards. It's a merino nylon cashmere blend. And this is 218 yards. So, and I also got some Malbrigo sock in the Aquas colorway. And I believe I actually spun some fiber in the same color, but I think I did. It looks completely different than what I spun. Anyway, this is going to make some pretty socks, I think. I was really happy. They did have a couple skeins of Malbrigo there. It's nice to know that a shop not too far away has some good brands. So anyway, I think that's it for stash, and I do have a couple more things coming in the future. Oh wait, I forgot. I did get another DPN cozy from the Gnome Knitter. And her packaging is so cute. I just love everything she does. Her colors that she picks. They're very me. That's the Gnome Knitter. So anyway, I was really excited to get that in her latest update. And no, I think that's it. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for liking and all your kind comments. I really appreciate them. Sorry if this is a little disjointed. Maybe I shouldn't do every 2 weeks. Maybe I should do every week, and so I won't get out of practice. Show notes, I'm going to put show notes on nicolesneedlework.com, and they should be up along with this video. And thank you again. Bye.